for joining us this evening. This is the latest installment in the alumni update on what's happening with the renovation and fundraising. And this picture you're looking at is a very recent one. It's the sign being remounted on the corner, and you can see the house in really good shape behind. There'll be a lot more photos and some video stuff coming up, and maybe even a live feed from Chuck Black when we get there. So, Dave, can you just move to the agenda, please? So, as we've done historically, Brother Clark's going to give a welcome message, and then we're going to jump right into one of the two major topics of the evening, the construction update and the undergraduate housing update. And that piece about undergraduate housing update has to do with our contingency planning, just in case we slightly miss getting the undergrads into the house by next Monday. And you'll hear more about that from Steve Kennedy. He's actually going to talk about that first before Chuck and company get into the construction update. Then the second big topic is the ribbon cutting and the reunion, some final details. I think you'll see a lot of meat in there. Peter, Dave, and Kevin have been working hard to pull everything together, and he'll be providing an update on what's happening there. I'm going to make a brief couple comments about fundraising like I normally do, what our progress is, and then Mike is going to close us out with some thoughts. And then at the end, like we always like to do, we like to take questions and answers. If there's something that's, on your mind that you want to talk about or a question, if we have time, which I think we should, then we can do some Q&A as well.
Okay. All right. Now we're together.
Yeah, there we go.
Good evening again, brothers, and welcome to this virtual chapter meeting. This is number 6, I believe. I wanted to start with a short historical note. In 1915, in England, the government needed to recruit men for the army. So they put together a campaign and produced a number of posters that were posted around different metropolitan areas as part of their recruiting campaign. And the one that had a special impact had a tagline on it called, "Daddy, what did you do in the Great War?" Clearly, that was a question for that era in history. So I wanted to apply that same question to the current era in the Illinois chapter of DU and offer a little dialogue. Dad, what did you do in the great Illinois DU renovation? Well, son, I remember it like it was yesterday. I did 2 things. I partied with a bunch of brothers for the grand reopening of the house. Yes, sir, it was a great party. Not just an afternoon soiree, but a 2-day party in early September. DUs from all over the country attended, got to share great memories with a lot of brothers, so many great stories from the past, a lot of laughs, made some new memories as well. Toured the rebuilt house. It was simply marvelous. What a great job by our architect, Chuck Black. He was a brother, perfect for the job. Glad I did not miss that party. Dad, you said you did 2 things. What else? Well, I supported the rebuilding of the DU house. Took a lot of money, and I kicked in my share. DU is a great fraternity. Been around since 1834. Been in Illinois since 1905. And moved into the existing house in 1926. Gorgeous place then. But it got run down over time. It had to be rebuilt top to bottom. But it was made gorgeous again in time for the eve of the 100th anniversary. A lot happened at that house in 100 years. Pretty amazing that a bunch of young guys could run that place day to day, over and over again, with guys leaving each year to head out to the real world, and new guys coming in to start college. Yes, pretty damn amazing that the house and the chapter could survive and prosper. That house was our home. Lots of stories I could tell you about happenings at the house. Some of the details fade with age. But this I tell you, you may get too old to remember just what you did, but you'll never forget who you did it with. I guess that's the essence of brotherhood. So, son, that's what I did. Maybe you will get a DU experience in your future, as will so many other sharp young men. The chapter is now ready for another 100 years. Thank you.
Mike, thank you for that. And this picture that's being shown is kind of amazing because if you look at that tiny little sapling that's at the corner there, that's our 100-year-old oak tree that's now huge in the front yard. So this is a little bit of a flashback to the very beginning.
Great.
All right, so moving along, thanks, Mike. Steve, do you want to pick up on the undergraduate housing and what's happening in that area?
Yes, thanks, Dan. So construction is indeed coming in hot. We are meeting 3 times a week to talk about construction with Chuck and the team, and everybody's doing a fantastic job. However, there are still a number of inspections yet to come. And because time is growing very, very short, New Student Week starts Monday, the 18th, we have continued to work on a contingency plan, which involves securing additional housing. So Chuck will walk you through the update on the construction next, but just to give you a quick idea of these remaining inspections, floors 2 through 4 are pretty much approved now. They'll have a final inspection before certificate of occupancy, but the first floor, a lot of the trades still have not quite been inspected yet. We had an initial kitchen inspection this week that went very well, but it'll be inspected again later this week. So there's still more hurdles to overcome. But we have taken care of the undergrads. We've secured an alternate house. It's owned by a group called Alpha Rho Chi. It, until last spring, was the Phi Mu house. And so as a sorority, it's in better condition, I think, than our pre-renovation DU house. It's a few blocks away. We've managed to get it furnished through the efforts of a lot of folks. Trent Rich Keck has been a huge help. And so a real team effort to get that taken care of, but that is secured, so it's ours if we need it. But rest assured, the reunion is still on. So the house now is climate controlled. The furniture arrives this weekend. It will be delivered and assembled Saturday and Sunday. We have working bathrooms, and so no matter what, we will be able to use the house for the reunion, and so that'll be unaffected. We think worst case, even if we get tripped up on one of these inspections, that the undergrads should fully be in by the time of the reunion. So we don't anticipate anything stretching beyond that, if at all. So, but the big push now is that the chapter advisory board is working closely with the Rush planning chairman to make sure that our house is ready to host Rush events. Rush these days is a completely informal process, so it starts really during New Student Week. It starts right away, and so we've made plans to let the guys, even if we're not in the house ourselves, they'll be able to use the house for Rush activities. So there's a lot of planning going on, a lot of coordination in that regard right now. But everybody's just really excited to be able to show this place off to our guys, to their parents, and to our potential new members. We think it's going to be fantastic. It's a great location, obviously. And so we're really excited. And we've taken care of the undergrads. We're ready to go no matter what. We're going to wait till the last minute to call the ball. And the undergrads have actually expressed their approval and support of that idea. And so we feel like we're ready, no matter which way this winds up going.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. So moving on, Chuck, are you there?
am. Can you see my screen?
No, Dave.
Yes.
Oh,
See
oh, there
now.
it is.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Going up the
So-
steps.
Going up to the fourth floor from the top down. So we have all the doors set on fourth floor. So that hardware's got swinging doors. And the doors have swinging doors. So you're seeing some of the suites up on the fourth floor. So there's still some final cleaning on the windows. I think that's coming tomorrow. And this floor is ready for furniture and guys, as is there's the bathroom facility on the fourth floor. So a couple sinks, water closet, another room. It's kind of raining pretty good outside right now, but you can kind of see the lofted style of architecture on the fourth floor. So the old attic. So we have new doors and they're installed. That's the shower facility on the fourth floor. Because I'm going to do a quick run by a few more of these rooms, and then I'll pop down to the second floor. But this room is pretty well done. We have our fire stair is in at the end of the hallway, so they'll be out there painting that next week. But we do have a second exit. We have fire extinguishers. We have a lot of boxes to check, but we've got a good handle on what we have left to finish, and that should be coming together swiftly. So it's kind of a top-down approach to finishing. So the first floor and the basement are last. Hey, Oscar. Excuse me. All right. Now I'm headed down to the third floor. So again, this floor is pretty well done. Got hardware sets indoors and about 10 carpenters coming in tomorrow to hang the rest of the building. So room 16, got all the new felt coat windows in and got our nice solid surface materials. All our luxury vinyl plank flooring is in. Got mop sinks in the janitor closets, lighting, internet. Hopefully it's not too choppy. I am connected to the house internet. So there's one of the other rooms on the third floor. So I'd say this is move-in ready. We have active and working HVAC, electric heaters. And we've got all the bells and whistles of what Champaign Fire Code requires, like the fire shutters for the west-facing windows in these upper rooms. Nice big room here. It's kind of a mad dash to the finish line, but when you come up to these upper floors, it's very much done. So we got working sinks, working toilets with doors. Tom Rackus, we have doors on bathrooms now. So very similar layout. We have the private showers. We have the curtains down in the basement, but these are the built-in curtain rod assembly. We got all our True Grow insulation underneath the countertops. Plenty of steel support for all these tops. Our big mirrors. It's all done. Got our nice hand dryer. All our new high performance lighting is working fine, working well. Go back down to the second floor. They're gonna get on all this steel painting. We have yet to do that, but that's coming here pretty quick. Got all our handrails on. They're all bolted in and secured to the wall. I mean, you could chain an elephant to this stair now. Plenty of backing. Got the lounge 5 areas all set up, ready for a big TV. The cool thing about this, if you have a smart TV in our house, you could connect a TV anywhere. You just have to plug it into the wall to the power, program your electronics. The Wi-Fi capability in this building is really good. We've got wireless access points everywhere, and we also have wired data in each room. So this is lounge 5. So this is the looking out over the front yard. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got sod and landscaping all the way across the front of the building. We got our new second floor glass with our special fire wall wash or glass wash sidewall heads on both sides. One over there. And then if you're in this second floor, you can see up to the 3rd floor, you can see down to the 1st floor. Kind of hard to see. We got some cleaning yet to do. But again, all little features. Keep a bottle filler on the 2nd floor. There we go. It'll get guys to come down and be on the 2nd floor, and then they'll have to pass the lounge. That's the whole theory there. So if you want your cold water, you come down to the 2nd floor, so you get to see all your brothers, and not hold up in your room. 2nd floor bathroom. This is all ready to go. Same thing. Got sinks and everything's all set. Toilets work. Got a door that's got to get set here tomorrow. So it's really come a long way in the last month. Got janitor sinks everywhere. Room 10. Nice new windows. Nice new HVAC, blanketing all those outside walls. Maybe we can see through here. We can get a better sense of what the landscaping looks like. I'll go outside in a minute as I go through the 1st floor. But when you pull up on the house, I've come up from the south, and when you see the house on the corner, it looks pretty incredible. What it was and what it is now. So we've got this is room 9, private bath. I think that used to be Tucci's closet.
Mhm.
That's where I think he had his bed, but now it's back to a full bathroom and bedroom en suite. Coming down to the 1st floor, we've got all our restored light fixtures installed. All of the grid work ceiling is in. All of the woodwork is in various stages of staining and finishing. I don't know if you can see, but the wood paneling is turned out. I think it turned out very well. It's hard to see here, but you can see where the 2nd floor glass used to be. I'm sorry, the 1st floor glass doors. We raised that opening and made it a big cased opening. There's a big steel beam across here, so we took it up as high as we could. What else? The fireplaces are all sanded, and they're going through and making finishing touches on these before they stain them. But our hearths have all been rebuilt on the 2 fireplaces, and then all this limestone's been cleaned up and repaired and epoxied together. Our front door is nearing full restoration. Tomorrow they'll be staining the trophy case right here, and they've already started painting all these walls on the 1st floor. A lot of this finished woodwork on the floors is done below here. So that got done this last weekend. Our kitchen's come a long way in a short period of time. So we have what looks like more of a modern fraternity kitchen. All these walls are washable walls now. We have stainless behind the range. We have a brand new range, an appropriately plumbed service sink for hand washing. We have the old appliances, but they're in new places, and then high performance lighting, washable ceilings. We have a new island prep sink coming in. The dishwasher line's been all cleaned up and replumbed as of today. So our triple compartment's good to go. Got a lot of new stainless steel shelves. So we'll have a dry open dish rack right here. We have a few things left to put in. We have to put a drying rack over there. I'm going to go outside. It started to just downpour, so I'm going to see how much I can withstand outside. This is our movable firewall is installed, so Evan said he's got probably something like an hour left of work to do on this movable firewall. So as you come in the front entrance, that's what you see right there. Nice big open stair, and then this has all been tied in with plaster moldings. This is the original molding, corner detail, and this is the new Wandor detail. So it ties together that kind of scalloped corner molding, and then there's a painted door that goes across here and closes this off. I'm going to head outside. Pardon me. Thank you. So new high performance Von Duprin, university level exiting devices. Basketball court the fence has all been painted. These lines have been restriped. I'm gonna walk you guys through from the corner and then walk back in to the front of the building. But this retaining wall's all been straightened and power washed, including the public sidewalk all the way down here. And this is your brand new lawn. Got a star magnolia right here. That'll grow nice and beautiful over time and appropriately block Skulls parking lot off of the corner. Our big beautiful oak tree. Our new sign went in on Saturday. So we do have some sign lighting that needs to go in, and we still need to reactivate all of the building signage. But you can kind of get a sense of how striking the building looks from the corner. And this will be the nicest looking fraternity on campus, bar none. So there's a lot of great architectural features in the building already. So there was a lot of reasons to maintain the existing building, but strikes a lot of emotions about who comes through that door every day over time. 1905 on Green Street, and then 1926 coming in to our building. Sorry that there's a piece of drywall right there and no glass yet, but they were spray painting that earlier today. So this will all be a high gloss finish, black finish. Our restored lights with brand new glass are going to be going in tomorrow. And the wood shop that is the porch area is slowly dwindling. So this pile was a lot bigger and now it's smaller. So we've got some glue ups of our dining room tables going on right there. We have a nice side porch right here now. So kind of an indoor outdoor arrangement. Nice new eastern white pines. These will grow big and beautiful, about 75 feet high, and mask the apartment building next door, and then also appropriately mask our staircase, which by next week we hope to have the painters out of the first floor and basement and onto painting the staircase. And that goes to an all black finish. course, we have our, this looks like a weird feature, but it's a 1 hour separation wall. I had that prefabbed by one of my contractors. And yeah, so you could see how big our lawn is now. Could throw a pass. I bet I could still throw a pass that far, but
Mhm.
but we leveled out a lot of the front yard. So it is a nice big lawn and a nice vantage point coming down Armory or 4th Street. And yeah, a lot went into this. We still have a few finishing touches to go, but we're close. So Thursday's a big day to finish a lot of the punch list items for inspection on Friday morning. But we have passed 2, 3, and 4 have passed all of their inspections. So now we're just down to first floor and basement, and pretty confident about getting an occupancy out of the city on Friday. It's I've been pretty copacetic. If we have any big life safety issues, those are the big things that are getting addressed. So our wand door movable firewall going in and then having all of our doors and hardware installed is huge. So pending we get all that finished, we'll be looking pretty good for next week. So that's my report. Just kind of been just down here a lot. It's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to enjoying it and not working on it. But it's one of those things. I always, growing up in Waukegan and then going to school down here, probably the first time I was in the building was when I was 2 years old, when Tommy was, at U of I. I was probably 4 years old, 2 years old, whatever. I didn't know what this big house place was, but over the years, there's some, it's personal, and it's been a lot of fun to work on the project. And coming down here every week, I had that feeling, when I was in college, you're wanting to come and see all your buddies and everything, and you do get that kind of that feeling when you get closer, like, yeah, I'm gonna make it to the house, and I still get that feeling. So it's been a lot of fun to reconnect with a lot of people, and it's just a building, but it's more than a building. It's just the whole membership and everybody that comes with it. It's just something to be proud of. And I hope to see it here for the next 100 years. I won't be here, I don't think, but I think our building will. And it's been a long haul, but very satisfying. So
Th-
leave it to you guys.
Thanks, Chuck. What a great tour. It's looking fantastic. And thanks for all the efforts of everybody getting ready to get that ready for occupancy here. So appreciate that. So next thing up on the agenda is the ribbon cutting and the reunion. So Kevin, are you driving here?
I'll take a try. I'll take a shot at it. Sure. That's a tough act to follow, though. If you if you guys weren't smiling during that, you got to be dead. That was just boy, Chuck. That's just the smile. It was what a wonderful presentation. It's just so gratifying. So many people work so hard for this opportunity, and we're all going to enjoy it together. So yeah, let's get together and have some fun. You probably go to the next slide, Dave, if you don't mind. I'm going to kind of just read off the page here, but you can all follow along with me. This is the agenda. Arrive anytime before 3 o'clock or around 3 o'clock on Friday the 5th. For the hotel night, recommended attire would be business casual. And then we're setting up the reception accordingly. We're finalizing a lot of that tomorrow, actually. And Dave Howe's on the call today, so I'm going to pull Dave in for a couple of comments too. Peter, our undergrad aficionado, is actually, we gave him the night off. Dave and I put him and Jimmy, the president, through a 2-hour planning session last night on the reunion. So I gave him a pass for tonight. But they're working very hard to make all this work. So until 9 o'clock or so, we'll have the reception room. last night we identified probably a photo station we're going to have. So you want some good backdrops with your brothers? It would be it's gonna be a lot of fun. Music, you name it. And then afterwards, Papa Del's is a short stroll away from the hotel, if that's to anyone's liking. But people can go wherever they want, to bed or to campus or both. So you can make the call on that. But we're setting the stage. That's Friday. Go ahead and move on there, Dave. This is the weekend. I'm gonna call on Dave Howe, who's been such a big help in with all these items. Dave, you want to explain this matrix on the screen, what we've put these poor guys through to make this happen?
Well, no good briefing is complete without an eye chart. So if anybody can actually read the detail, good for you. I'm not going to hit everything that's here. Kevin on the last slide showed that the main event starts on the 5th, Friday night, 5 p.m. Through 9 is when the main celebratory event will take place. And then after the 9 o'clock soft end to the evening's program occurs, people can go do whatever they want to do. And then we pick things back up again the following morning at 9 o'clock with the first bus headed from the marshalling area by the 2 hotels. And the Holiday Inn is actually, I believe, within a quarter of a mile. And there will be a bus that will go there also. So the buses will start running on a schedule at that point. They'll be published here shortly. There you go. And you'll note that there actually is a stop for the quad. So anybody who wants to get driven to the quad, wander around there, see the old buildings, they can do that. Otherwise, just stay on the bus, and the next stop will be the house. And then obviously things reverse going back later in the afternoon.
If you might go back, Dave, you go back a slide. Tarbo, can you go back a slide, please? Thank you. Go ahead, Dave.
Actually, Kevin, I'm not sure how much you want to get into the weeds.
No,
I mean,
we don't need to.
We
We didn't plan this through that well. Just know that the guys are very engaged, and they're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, anywhere from constant cleanup to tables, chairs, etc. So we can go forward from here. Go ahead, Dave. Advance.
So Saturday, 9 to 2 is the official time. I believe the schedule will have the buses going back a little bit later than 2 o'clock because obviously the Fighting Illini are playing an away game. So there will be a watch party there, and a separate group is doing a great job, it sounds like, trying to put all that together from a technical standpoint. The menu for Saturday will be hamburger, hot dog kind of stuff. There is a open bar that I think is limited to sort of beer and wine type stuff. Is that right, Kevin?
And sodas as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
White Claws, stuff like that.
There will be coffee and donuts there beginning at 9 o'clock, and then very shortly after that, the bar will open and run until 2 o'clock. And then after that, people will get back to the hotel, and the rest of the evening is completely on your own schedule. There is the brewery that's described there in the bottom box for those that wish to go do that. And there will be bus service available, so you don't have to worry about driving or finding it. All you got to do is be able to find the bus there and back.
Yeah, hopefully there you can take it back as well. The watch party on the far right of the screen here, we think we're going to have 200 guys watching this game. It could be crazy fun. We're encouraging the undergrads to bring rushies to this situation. Can you imagine the opportunity they've got to capitalize on with all the guys hanging out? So Kim Cox, did I see you on this call? Kim, can you unmute?
Yes, I am.
Hey, good to hear your voice. Why don't you give us a little commercial on the watch party? You've been really involved with setting all that up, and we all really appreciate it. Can you do a little PR there?
Sure. I don't expect to make thousands of dollars for the house on this, but we can hope. And my thought is perhaps the magnanimous DU who wins will donate the other half to the house as well, but that will be up to him or them if more than one person wins. It just seems to me with all the DUs getting together, it will be fun to groan and moan and have bragging rights. Hopefully the game will turn out in our favor. I certainly expect it to, but for $20, that should add some pizzazz to watching the game. At least I hope so.
Well, thanks for being the cheerleader. Kim pinged me about 6 months ago with the game watch party. I think this looks like it's a lot of fun because it's going to be. You can advance if you would, Dave, please. So think of the box on the left here. Just consider that whereas Friday night is business casual, on Saturday, I want you to treat it like it's just another Saturday at the house, a game day. So if you got old stuff in your closet that your wife's been yelling at you to throw out, wear it. This is your chance. Bring it. Anything you can do.
Yeah.
I tell the undergrads about this. Like, yeah, we got some stuff we could loan the guys. I go, no, you're not understanding. There's a lot of stuff that people have worn through the years. So I think we can make it really fun. And so plan on that for Saturday. You obviously can wear whatever's comfortable, but if you have something hanging around, a hat, shirt, shorts, let's do that. On the right side, about paying for the reading, there is still time to register. If you haven't registered, you're on the call, please do it. And the link's readily available if you need it. And if there are people you still think can come even for the day on Saturday or Friday, please encourage them to come. There's one price. It's $179 if coming for both days or coming for one day. And that really is because the reunion budget is independent of the fundraising budget. These are funds that are not being mixed, and we need to make our reunion budget. That's the price we need to charge per person. We figured some people would be like, I've heard several people from Chicago, I think, may be coming for the day. So if you could please pay ahead of time, that would be extremely helpful. We're trying to order enough food and drink, but we don't want to overpay at the same time. So that's how that works. I think that's all for me on the reunion. So I'll lateral the ball to Dan, who none of us are on this call right now if Dan wouldn't have started this. How long ago, Dan? 7 years, 8 years?
5 years, probably.
5 years. So this has taken longer than your undergraduate degree. And we're all here because of Dan's generosity and vision. So why don't you give us some more wisdom, will you, Dan?
Well, Kevin, that's very kind of you. It's a team effort. I mean, look at the number of people who have been involved. It's just amazing. So thank you. I know this is people's least favorite part, reminding where we are on this stuff, but it's something I need to do all the time just to give you an update on fundraising. So recall that we raised our fundraising target to $4.5 million, 3 or 4 months ago. We're currently at almost $3.9 million, so we're getting really close. We have 255 unique donors with an average donation just over 15,000. And for the first time on the slide, I'm showing average donation for gifts under $25,000. And why that's important is because the gifts at 50, 100, 150, 250 really dwarf. And you'll see that the average donation for gifts under 25K is just about $3,500, a little bit less than that. So you can see a lot of people are doing their part to make this happen from a donation standpoint. So that leaves us just under 14% left to reach the goal. And Dave, if you can hit the key one more time. Just to advance the slide. There it is. So that's roughly $615,000 more to reach that goal. I like to put it in different ways. If all 255 donors just mailed in a check for about $2,400, we'd be over. We'd be done. We'd reach our goal. Or if the total number of donors increased by 40 at the average donation level. So this is very achievable. Kevin, or Dave, if you want to go to the next slide. So the bar's been raised, like I said, and we've come a long way. Since we got together in June last time, we've raised another $56,000. And in comparison to 4.5, that doesn't seem like a lot, but $56,000, if you put this in perspective, when we were doing fundraising, 5 years or 7 years ago, We'd be lucky to get $10,000 or $15,000 when we reached out to the alumni, but because we've done this in a coordinated way and put together, I hope, a compelling business case for the change, when we do something like this matching campaign that raised 50,000 of the 56, and what that was, and we talked about it last time, is that we had the fundraising committee all donate and commit to match $25,000 of donations. And so we got those $25,000 worth of donations and we're matching with our 25,000. And so that was another 50,000 to the bottom line. And then some other donations came in addition. So to all the brothers who donated the 25,000, thank you. To the committee that's working tirelessly, that also is paying up. Thank you for that as well. And and don't let the fact that the current matching campaign is over slow you down. I'm always available to talk about matching programs or creative things you can do individually or with, your brothers in a particular era. And I can help you with that. And stay tuned, because I think what you're going to see is some more ideas on how we might be able to do matching stuff coming out of the reunion. The reunion is meant to be a celebration. It's not a fundraising event. And so you're not going to see us, hawking you for dollars there. We want you to enjoy the weekend. But there'll be some more about that as we get into the post-reunion time. So again, thank you for everybody's contribution, both monetary, time, and support overall for making this happen. And I think that's it. So Mike, and again, contact me with any questions. I'm always happy to spend time talking about what's on people's mind, whether it's fundraising or other things. So the next one, I think, is Mike going to close us out with a couple of comments.
Thanks, Dan. So brothers, you can see and hear from this chapter meeting that the stage is set. The curtain is about to be raised on the rebuilt DU house, the stage for future generations that will play out scenes and write acts in the story that is 312 East Armory. The stage is also set for a brotherhood reunion that will exceed all past productions. The party stage awaits your grand entrance. So we have before us a unique event, a historic event, the grand reopening of the chapter house, where we can come together and connect all our personal college eras with the one great era that has spanned time from 1834 to the present. Surely this era will not stop here. So ask yourself, where else in your life are you actively part of an era spanning more than a century? I ask that you reach out to one or two of the brothers that you want to see at the reunion. Invite them. Actually, really just insist on them coming. They need to be part of the cast of the brothers. A great renovation and a great celebration. Do not miss your role in the era of DU at Illinois. From the youngest undergrad to the most aged alum, come and stand in the brotherhood spotlight. We will not pass this way again. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate that. Nice way to close us out for the evening. So as we went through this presentation, I saw a lot of chat questions coming up, so I guess we can start there, but then take questions from the audience if there's anything out there. So Tom, I see that you were active kind of looking at the questions. Do you want to jump in and just maybe direct some questions to people?
There's only one question. The rest of it's just chit chat. The question is, are there still rooms available for the hotel block? Kevin, you are muted.
My apologies. I'm looking for the link. I'm going to put the link in there. There's a link where you can click through on the links, but then I would also encourage you, if the links don't work, you might be able to you can call the hotels and see if they can find another room for you. Give me 1 second here. Okay. In the chat is the answer and also the link for the hotels.
Awesome. Thanks.
Sure. And I have found if it doesn't work online, a phone call might get the job done. But we have, talk about a senior house. We have 95% of the Hilton Garden Inn as DUs for the weekend.
Love
I mean,
it.
it's gonna be very fun. And there's a bar in the
Well,
lobby.
what's the damage deposit we had to put down?
At least no one's going to be calling security on us.
Mike, I just gave him your cell number, Mike. I thought that would be okay.
Yeah, I just won't answer. Better than credit card.
That's fine. But yeah, be ready. You get on an elevator with somebody, it probably is a DU.
Great.
That's gonna be fun.
I didn't know that. That's cool. Other questions, guys? Everybody's always so quiet. I'm sure there's questions out there, but if not, always feel free to reach out to anybody who's on the call here to chat about questions. We're getting there. This is going to be exciting. I mean, this is a culmination of a lot of people's work, and the house looks spectacular. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. Oh, Jim, you got a question? Go for it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, thanks. Kim and I have been talking a lot. Kim Cox and I have been talking a lot lately because we have a little trip happening up in this Pacific Northwest area. We're going to watch the Illini play the UW Huskies at the end of October. But I'm interested in talking about the watch party. I might have missed it, but where's that actually taking place? Where are we setting up the big screen, and where are we fitting 200 and some people that want to watch the Illini?
The concept is probably we'll end up using the dining room for a big part of it. And Mike McQueen is class 75 is generously going to provide a projector TV and a large screen we can use. And then Chuck Bleck is purchasing the TV they're going to use in Lounge 5. We're going to probably set that up on the first floor also. So the concept is to keep the whole watch party on the first floor. So I'm guessing with some luck and the chairs we're renting and such, we probably can get 100 chairs in there for seating, and then the rest can be mingling around and standing as we go. We'll see. We've never done it before. So I think we'll be able to pull it off.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Kevin.
Sure. Thanks for your support.
Awesome. Thanks, Jim.
And Kevin, will we be using the patio for the food service?
Not quite sure yet. Might be the
Okay.
basketball court. We may have two stations, one on the court, maybe one in the dining area, or maybe the front porch. We got to get down there and see. Dave Howe and I are going there 2 weeks from yesterday to kind of scope it out and see how it lays out.
And pray for sunny weather instead of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would save us $1,000 for a tent. So everybody pray for dry weather. Literally, and that's what we're hoping. That's the difference. It's a big deal.
Yeah, I think we
Sorry,
can get
anything else,
you
guys?
You got a TV down there, if you see my screen, towards the west end, and we can get another TV. We have room for 200 people here.
Awesome, thanks.
Inside and outside. The whole
Okay.
outside patio is ready. It's going to work out really well.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I mean, the undergrads talk about they got the speakers already. They're working on the playlist that you guys have submitted a lot of your songs you want to hear. They'll be hearing those playlists on Friday and on Saturday. There'll be a photo booth on Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a real good memory for all of us. We're lucky to have it.
I've got one additional request from one of the alums who's wanting to know if we could stage an exchange at the same time.
Well, this has been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, everybody, for participating. Looking forward to seeing everybody in Champaign. And again, reach on out with any questions. All right.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.